Talking about the physical capital, there are two types, fixed capital and working capital. It's a long time and it's a short time. And raw material is the basic needs of the finished products. When we use the raw material, manufactured on the raw material, then it converts into the finished products at which we have used, which we use the consumers. Okay, raw material. And other example of working capital is the maintenance of the tools. Money also example, because maintenance of tools, when you purchase the tools, your ownership on tools, and when we use into for example, you have a bicycle, you have a motor bicycle, and motorbike when we use continuously, then we have to need after 4 and 5 months we have to need to maintain it. And when we spend the money on the motorbike cycle, then you have to spend the money on the bike maintenance and it is over. When you need new maintenance, then you have to new money spent on it. And you fill the petrol on the car or bicycle. Then when you use it, it's finished, then you have to fill your petrol tank again. Okay, money, when you used it, it's a finished, you have to more money to spend the other things. When you purchase one thing, you spend a money. When you purchase another thing, you spend a money. But when you spend your money at one time, it's a finished. If you want to the new thing, then you have to the new money on it. Okay, that is example of working capital. So come to the book. Third requirement is physical capital. Variety of inputs required every stage during production. What are items that come under the physical capital? Tools, machines, buildings. Tools and machines range from very simple tools such as farmer's plow to sophisticated machines such as generators, turbines, computers, etc. Tool machine building can be used in the production over many years and are called fixed capital. Raw material and money in hand. Production requires a variety of raw material such as yarn used for weaver and clay used by the potter. As some money is always required during production to make payment and buy other necessary items. Raw material and money in hand are called working capital. Unlike tools and machines, buildings, these are used up in production. Clear? Tools, machine and buildings, these are used up in production, but these are fixed. Example of fixed capital. And raw material and money in hand are the example of working capital. There is a fourth requirement too. You will need knowledge and enterprises to be able to put together land, labor and physical capital and produce an output, either to use yourself or to sell in the market. Enterprises, that means entrepreneur who produce the goods. You will need the knowledge and enterprise to be able to put together land, labor and physical capital. When they combine these factors of production, land, labor and physical capital, and produce an output either to use yourself or to sell in the market, these days is called human capital. We shall learn more about the human capital in the next chapter. Human capital in the next chapter. In the picture, identify the land, labor and fixed capital used in the production. You see the picture 1.2? A factory with the several laborers and machines. You saw it. The workers work in the manufacturing unit. They work on the machines. Maximum laborers are there. And every production is organized combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital. All four factors are required. Dekho, look at this picture. This institute, this factory is established on the land. That means they use the land factor. Workers work on this manufacturing units. That means laborers work there. Physical capital, that means machines are there. Machine is the example of fixed capital. And human capital, because the workers know about these machines, how to they work in their machines, that means human capitals are there. That means which are known as the factor of production. When four factors are there, that means the factors of productions are there. If we miss the one factor, that means working is not there continuously. As we read through the story of Palampur, we will learn more about the first three factors of production. For convenience, we will refer to the physical capital as the capital in this chapter. Okay, I think it's sufficient for today. Next topic we will discuss the next day. Thank you.